That is the port of Southampton. This is a cruise ship. That means this is a cruise ship vlog. We're finally back on a cruise, exactly 365 days to the day from when we were on this same ship this time last year. We're on it again, doing the exact same itinerary. This wasn't our original plan. If you don't know the full story of the original plan, I don't want to go into too much detail. We were supposed to go on a bigger cruise this year. We had to cancel it for reasons, just for reasons. Some of you know the reasons. There were reasons, and we booked this one as like our little makeup cruise. And we really enjoyed it last year. We're hopefully going to really enjoy it again this year. We've got 4 nights. We're heading over to Amsterdam. Should get to Amsterdam at some point tomorrow. We'll be there for like a day and a half, and then back to Southampton after 4 nights. It's going to be jolly good. Would you like a tour of the cabin? It is. It's 2:30. I've got my watch on upside down. It's 2:30. We left our hotel, which was over there, about an hour ago. So similar to what we found last year, coming on a cruise. The check-in is, although there was a queue, there was a lot more of a queue this year than there was last year because we were on slightly earlier. The actual process itself is so much quicker than flying. This is why we're enjoying cruises at the moment, because we can go from the hotel where we've parked our car to in another hotel room effectively in an hour, which for someone with some mobility problems is absolutely ideal. On the topic of mobility problems, if you watched our videos last year, which are on the second channel, we were trying to establish a travel channel this time last year, but if you watch the videos then, you'll have seen that we got upgraded to a mobility or disability cabin last year. This year, we didn't, and by the time we booked, there were none available. So we are just in a standard cabin this year, and it is noticeably smaller than what we had last year. I would say probably about half the size. This is the little wardrobe area. We've then got a little bathroom situation here, a little shower, toilet, you know, the whole works. You know the drill. A little place here to put stuff that goes on shelves, and a little safe. I mean, there's plenty of hanging space in the wardrobe, which is nice. There's your chance to ogle Kev, your pervs. I know you love that in these videos. But then this is where the space is noticeably less. We've obviously got the bed taking up the vast majority of the room. There's not really anywhere else to sit other than this one chair over here. We have got a little bit of a desk, a tiny little bit of a TV situation. I think somewhere there is a fridge. Well, there's supposed to be. Maybe there isn't a fridge. We had a fridge last time. Doesn't appear that we've got a fridge. I mean, we had nothing to put in the fridge last time. It might be behind this pile of stuff here. Yeah, there's the fridge. The fridge is hidden under there. We'll get to it when we've unpacked our cases. But yeah, it's not hugely spacious, but it was cheap. And that was the criteria for this trip. Once we had to cancel the big one, we didn't really want to spend too much on a replacement one. So this is the cabin, boys and girls. We'll show you around a little bit more on the ship and stuff as the video goes on, but now we haven't eaten since breakfast. It's 2:30. We're going to go and find the buffet before it gets too busy because I am starving. It's like returning home. It's all so very familiar from last year. The pool is out there, but importantly, the buffet is in here. We're at this buffet within half an hour of getting on the ship. That's called doing it properly. So first meal, we have gone for a bread roll with some roast gammon, which is going to go in the bread roll with all this salad and a few chips. We're just basically going to cram it into that and make a massive sandwich. Then I've got trifle. We also actually remembered to bring our water bottles this time, which if you did watch the videos last time is a huge advantage because we were very thirsty the whole trip last time. Though it does say don't fill water bottles up from the water dispenser. So I filled this cup up about 15 times to fill up both of our water bottles. I'm an enterprising chap, but now I must eat. Well, we've now had our delicious food top up from the buffet, and as you can see, we have unpacked. Although when we pulled back the duvet, we discovered there was a human woman in there, which still appears to be there. But we are fully unpacked. I've got my fugglers up on the wall. We've got all of our clothes nicely put away in here. Now the suitcases aren't completely covering the floor, and we've got the suitcases all underneath. There's quite a lot of space in this little dressing area. Comparing this to the accessible cabin last year, we didn't have the dressing area. So this is actually an additional space. So then we've just lost some space in the main living area. But this means I can put on all my shapewear without Anna having to see me squeeze myself into it like a sausage being put back into its skin. So that does have its benefits. And plus I've got room to spin and twirl here. This is where the suitcases were. They now fit nicely under the bed, and we've got all our stuff put away. Don't panic about the extension lead. I know you're not supposed to use extension leads on cruises, but as a CPAP user, I'm allowed. I filled in the form. I am allowed to have an extension lead because I'll die if I don't have one. But it is just before 5 p.m. We've actually been on the ship about 3 hours already. It's still docked in Southampton, but sail away is scheduled for 5. So any time now, we should sail away. And then I think we get to Amsterdam. I think we get to, if it's anything like last year, which so far it's been exactly like last year. So I think we get to the North Sea dock, not dock, North Sea, what's it called? Locks. The North Sea Lock, I think it's called. So we enter the Netherlands about lunchtime. And then by about 3:30, 4 o'clock, we should be in Amsterdam. We've got a few hours of cruising down the canals first, which is always fun. And then we can have Amsterdam shenanigans. But I think I'm just going to position myself next to the human woman who's down there on the bed and play a little bit of Civilization 7 on my Steam Deck while I wait for sail away. And then at some point, we'll go and have meal 2 of 4. We might have a proper meal for the next one. We've got freedom dining this time. We didn't have freedom dining last time. Last time we actually had to have a proper food appointment and we ran away scared from the main dining room. This time we can turn up for dinner anywhere between 6 and 9:30 p.m. So I think we'll probably have a late one because we did have that lunch at like 2:30 and had a couple of platefuls of food then. But yeah, I'm ready for the sail away now. If you could let the captain know, I am ready. We're slightly later than advertised, but we are now sailing away from Southampton. It was supposed to be 5 o'clock. I think it was like 5:30, 20 to 6. They actually moved off. It's now getting on for 6:30, and we've actually moved away from the cruise terminal where we were earlier. I mean, we're still very much in Southampton. If we were parked in the multi-story, you'd still be able to see the car. But we are we're on the move, which means we need to go and find somewhere to have dinner. As you can see, I've snazzied myself up. What's that? You want a fit check? Of course you're going to get a fit check. There you go, boys and girls. Look at me. What a beautiful specimen. And I am now very much ready for dinner. So in a slight departure from how it worked last year, they now have virtual queuing for the restaurants. So we're currently 62nd in the queue. So we're having a little bit of a mooch around. I've just had a look in the watch shop where, because they're tax-free, the watches are absolute bargains. You can get a watch for barely £6,000. So probably not buying a watch. But this is the central atrium area, which has got, it's basically 3 floors. You've got various bars, there's a coffee shop down the bottom, obviously this big staircase, glass lift situation. Anna is telling me we're going downstairs, so it looks like we're going downstairs. She's also just found somewhere. Oh, that's just a pub over there apparently. She's also found a poster at least for somewhere that does the photos of your eyeballs that she's wanted ever since we saw them at Disneyland a few years ago. So we might find them and see if we can get our balls done. More duty-free bits and bobs here. So we've got bags, sunglasses. Now I've got some contact lenses, I can actually wear sunglasses. This is the shop I'm most interested in, the one being guarded by Shaun the sheep, because this is where they sell sharks, and Anna loves sharks. Look at her. Loves a shark. There you go, there's a shark. We found a shark. She's already got that shark from last year. She does like those. They're like jelly cats, aren't they? Should we get ourselves some Ventura hoodies? This is where you get your snacks from. Ship snacks. Yeah. I need a ship snack. There you go. They even cater to book talk in here. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my word, boys and girls. This is not a drill. they've got Lego. I mean, it is just that one set. They've got more Playmobil. No, it's all the Paris set, but there is Lego. And also got the big minifigure heads on there as well.
I built at the old house.
Was it? Well, there you go. Wallace and Gromit paraphernalia as well. I do like the Wallace and Gromit. These are quite cool. I wish they had Lego ones of them. That would be great. I know there are some cruise ships that have Lego versions on. You can also get lady things over there as well. There you go. I'm happy. At least if we end up getting stuck on the ship forever, I can build 3 versions of Paris out of that shop. I wonder why Paris? We're not even going to Paris. Down there we have the booze shop, which has just opened, which is why there's a big queue outside that. I think that opened like 10 minutes ago. And that's where people buy their big bottles of booze to keep in their room.
Super dry one. That's what you're into.
They have some clothes over here. Anna says I have to buy super dry clothes now. I'm not into super dry now. I can just fit into it for the first time in my life. They do have Crocs as well. Reception, which I don't think we need to go to for once. We don't have any complaints. This is good. Through there we have the bar, and the casino is through there as well, I think. And then if we head down one more, it feels like we're going to be getting onto a stage of all these people there watching us when we come down. I suspect Anna's going to take a sharp right at the bottom, so we don't have to walk out into an audience. That's where you buy your cruises from. Strangely, no one in there buying a cruise 3 hours into the first night. They have a library as well, which is quite cool. There were plenty of books for sale in the shop, but if you just want to go and read in the library, you can. I don't. I've got my Kindle with me. I'm good. There you go. They're just there to taunt Anna. For those of you who don't know all of the information, the cruise we had to cancel when Football Manager was delayed until March was to the Norwegian fjords. And if you also don't know, as we were in our hotel in Southampton this morning, we got the news that Football Manager is now completely cancelled. So not only does that mean we're going to be skint for the next year, it also means we could have gone on the original Norway cruise.
New on board Kevin things. I can see them.
Huh? What sort of Kevin things?
Second show.
Oh, they've got face masks. I like a face mask. We'll go in here. I mean, to be fair, I have about 5 of those exact brand with me. They live in my suitcase. I think they're good. This is where Anna bought things from last year. This is very much the girly shop. As you can see, can't take Anna anywhere. She made a purchase in the makeup shop. Strangely, she insisted on getting some men's moisturiser, which I thought was a bit odd, but wasn't going to say no. Well, we had a little bit of a play on the on blackjack in the casino. Were we doing the stairs or the lift? Just to kill some time. There was no room to sit down in the pub because there was a quiz going on. So we sat down and played blackjack instead. And now we are heading to the restaurant. We just got called. It's just before 8 o'clock. Our table is ready. So let's go and have some food. The lighting in here is bonkers, by the way. So we are in. This is one of the 2 restaurants that's included in the cruise fare. So you don't have to eat in the buffet, but you don't pay any extra for this one. This is cinnamon. And I've just seen their pork pie as a starter, which I've never seen before. I would go for it, but my safe food is Caesar salad. So I'm definitely having the Caesar salad. And then we'll figure out what else we want from there. Here we go then, starters, and neither of us have varied too far from our usual favourites. I've got a Caesar salad. Anna's got tomato soup.
No. Plum tomato soup.
Sorry, plum tomato soup. And as ever, when you come into the restaurants, it's very, very small portions. Although, as people have told us on the comments for previous cruise videos, you can order like 3 things. You don't have to just have 1 plate of food. You can say, I'll have 3 steaks, please, and they'll bring you it. You can order as much as you want off the menu in here. You're not limited. I'm not going to do that because trying to maintain my newly svelte figure. But it's an option for another day, that's for sure. It's main course o'clock. I went for steak and 9 chips. Anna went for steak and 8 chips. And as she's just said to me, if I gave her 8 chips at home, she'd hit me. You're a monster. And then for dessert, we have a lemony sponge pudding. It's lemon marmalade on top and custard. Why the custard's not already on it, I don't know. I'm absolutely combining the 2. Anna went for the same thing. We both love spongy pudding. Dinner consumed. Very pleasant it was too. And we are now wandering down to where I think there's a stand-up show about to start. But we can't remember where the theatre is. It might conceivably be back the way we've just come or on a different floor. so we've got to try and find it. I suspect we got the time wrong because there's absolutely nobody in this theatre. So we've either got the time or the location wrong. Either way, I think we're just going to head back to our room.
It's too choppy.
It's a little bit up and down, and Anna's struggling a little bit with the wobbliness of it all. And I think I need to get her back up there, get some travel sickness tablets in her. And I mean, it's still only 9:30. There's plenty of time for us to get out for a third meal of the afternoon, because I've got to get my Horlicks, which they don't serve until 10:30. So I'll be down for Horlicks at some point between 10:30 and 2:30. Well, I figured out where we went wrong earlier. The comedian was actually on in the bar rather than the theatre, so we completely missed him. I've had a couple of hour and a half playing Civ on my Steam Deck. It's 11:15. We're now going to head to the buffet. Meal 3. I'm not really planning on eating now. I just want a hot chocolate or a Horlicks or something, and to fill up my water bottle so I can take my medication before bed. So we're going to head to the buffet one more time. I'm absolutely not dressed to be wandering around a cruise ship. It's supposed to be evening casual, I think they call it. Tracksuit bottoms, sweatshirt, coat. We've had our balcony door open because it sounds really nice, but it is freezing cold. Literally, I think it is 0 degrees out there. It is cold with a capital K, but we're going down to the buffet one more time. So it's 11:30 p.m. This is how you get your money's worth. Water bottle full. Hot chocolate, ready to consume.
Hot chocolate?
Yeah.
No.
Well, it's like Ovaltine hot chocolate. And then we've got some fish, a sausage roll, and some chicken shawarma with a bread roll. I'm very happy. And with that, we are back in our cabin, just looking at the Horizon magazine, which tells you what's going on tomorrow. According to this, we get to Amsterdam at 6 p.m. tomorrow. So we've got a whole day of on-ship adventures for us to get through before we get there. I don't know how much we'll actually be in Amsterdam in the next video, but Anna's having a massage tomorrow. I'll find some shenanigans to get up to, and I think I'll probably find a way to get into Amsterdam, especially if there's no rain. Last year when we got to Amsterdam, it was absolutely pouring with rain. But if it's clear skies, we are going to get into Amsterdam. The clocks change tonight as well, so they go forward.
Not because of the summer.
No, not because of the summer. Because of us going to Europe. Anna was very confused. As soon as I said it, she was like, "It's February." Yes, but we are going to the Netherlands, and they have the wrong time there, so we have to change it. But for now, I think we're going to get ourselves ready for bed buys. So we'll say goodbye to you. Do you want to see one more look outside to see where we are? I don't think you'll be able to see anything. Oh, it's just black out there. Over there is either France or England. I'm not sure which side of the boat we're on. But with that, we will say toodle pip. If you've enjoyed the video, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for us. Subscribe to the channel for loads more travel content, including the rest of this series, because Amsterdam tomorrow. And thank you very much for watching.